It's your girl Twan. What up? What up? So today I'm going to be talking about life path number 3. And how to get your life path number is you add, well, like for example, if it was, like for me, my birthday is August 28th, 1991. So it would be 8 plus 2 plus 8 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 1. And then altogether that comes out to 38, and then 3 plus 8 equals 11. And since it's a double number, I don't have to like reduce it, but usually you would like have to reduce it. Like say if you got like 36 or something, then you would add 3 plus 6 and that comes out to be 9. So yeah, but you're not here for double numbers. Okay, so yeah, like I said, today I'm going to be talking about uh, number 9. Not 9, whoa, 3. Whoa, okay. So, people that have this life path number, they are highly creative. Like, they are great at like self-expression. Like, you know how, I don't know if you saw my last video, but um, life path number 2, they're like great speakers, like, but it's sometimes hard for them to speak up. But number 3, they are great speakers but don't have a hard time speaking. Like, in fact, they talk a lot. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like, it's not a bad thing, but they talk a lot. They are great at expressing themselves. Um, yeah, and the fact that they're like, it's so easy for them to like speak, like it's so easy for them to communicate. It's easy for them to like talk, and also it makes it easy for them to like um I guess communicate in a written word. Like they're great writers. Um, and that can also like their communication skills can lead them to become writers, poets, actors, um musicians, artists, things like that. But I guess I'll get more into that when I like give tips about what your life path should maybe consist of. Let's see. But yeah, a lot of performers and like TV show hosts and like people in the public eye, a lot of them have 3 as their life path number. Um, and yeah, they're like really optimistic, like really, really optimistic. And they're like really, really generous. One of my best friends actually has this life path number, and she is a writer, she is a painter, she is a singer. Um, yeah, and then she's all around just like a nice. She is so nice. Like she's such a nice person, so giving, um, very considerate of other people's feelings, and that's another trait that 3 has. They're always like really considerate of other people's like feelings and emotions, and kind of like 2, how they're sensitive to people. Uh, 3, it's like they're considerate of people's feelings, but they're not as sensitive to people. They are people that are like good listeners. They're great listeners, like, and they would be great counselors also. Like, let's see, they give great advice. Because like I said, it's easy for them to communicate, so it'd be great for them to give like advice and stuff. People love to be around them because they have like magnetic personalities. Like people, yeah, people are just usually drawn to them because they just have this like charisma about them that people are just like, wow, they're just really cool, or they're a really nice person, and oh, excuse me, stuff like that. Um, let's see. Like I said, they're like really, really optimistic, and like they often are the type of people that are like, yeah, let's live for today, woo, and stuff like that. But like sometimes it makes them kind of bad with money because they're thinking, okay, well, yeah, maybe I only have $3 today, but tomorrow I could have $10 million. So sometimes it's like they think everything's just gonna work itself out. But I mean, for the most part, for them, it really does because of the fact that they're just so optimistic. So for the most part, it like usually works out for them. But sometimes it just makes them not great with money. And also because they're just really generous, also. So it can make them not good with money. But I mean, money isn't everything, right? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Well, let me talk about the negative stuff. Okay. They can sometimes live like superficially, like how could I explain that? Like being on the surface and never get in depth about things like if they I don't know, I don't want it to sound bad like they're like just superficial cuz that's not the case. It's just that their mind races so much and they want to know everything that like sometimes it's hard for them to get like in depth about things and yeah, it could be hard for them to get in depth about like things and let's see and because of that it sometimes makes them like not have like direction in their life like they'll yeah like it's like they'll like doing things but it's like they never dive deep into it so then it's like sometimes they just be like oh well is this something I really want to do or do I want to do that or do I want to do that and often because they're just good at many things but they never like dive in deep enough you know well not it's not like all the time but it's just everyone's different but yeah let's see uh when they're hurt, they can be really, 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 really moody. And and when they're moody, it's like they'll say things that they don't really mean. Like they'll lash out. Like how with two, it's like they get resentful and they're like, and they're angry on the inside, but for three, they will lash out and they will say whatever comes to their mind and their words cut deep. They'll lash out on you and hey. Yeah, let's see. They can also be like manic depressive if it's like they're not using that creative energy that they have because it's like they have an abundance of creativity and like abundance of creative energy and if they don't use that creative energy it makes them like very sad and moody and it's like sometimes they won't even realize like that's what it is like they'll think like it's because they're having a bad day or someone did something to them but in actuality it's because they're not using their full potential or whatever or not diving deep enough to use all of that creative energy let's see and then sometimes they exaggerate the truth because you know how I said that they're good with words and stuff like that so it'll make them like sometimes exaggerate the truth or like when they're telling a story like for it to sound better or cooler it's like they'll exaggerate the truth not saying like oh you guys are liars or anything like that it's just like you guys love like stories and putting on a show and things like that so hey but some tips I can give you guys oh wait hold on I didn't tell you what type of vibration this was. Okay, a 3 vibration is a very strong vibration, especially because 3 is the number of the like Trinity, the Holy Trinity or whatever, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. and it's also like a gateway. Um, I don't know if you're like into not just numerology but numbers themselves, but it's like a gateway when like this sounds kind of cliche, but if you want a wish to come true, besides the number 11, 3 is a gateway to that, to manifestation, because it's like, oh God, I don't want to lose y'all, but I don't know if y'all are into supreme numbers, but let me talk about this really quick. Okay, so 1 is like the father, 2 is the mother, 3 is the child, which would be like understanding. So it's like, 3 is kind of like the number of manifestation besides the number 11. Yeah, but I don't I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you. Okay. Yes, this is a strong vibration of creative self-expression, independence, playfulness, and communication. Especially communication, because you guys are great, great, great at communication. So communicate. Okay, so some tips I can give you is you are a like naturally like jovial spirit. Like that's cool. Like it's fine that you're playful and you have charm. Like it's totally fine. So basically accept who you are. Accept that playfulness and childlike spirit that you have. And don't be superficial. Like don't don't be superficial. Not saying that you're shallow and you just don't care about anything, but it's like your mind is always in different places, so it's hard for you to dive deep into one subject. And I'm not saying to just focus on one subject, but if you are focusing on multiple subjects, like at least try to like dive deep into it, if that makes sense, Um, let's see. Aim for a career that allows you to express yourself. I was talking about this at the beginning. Like, you would be a great entertainer, like an artist, a poet, a writer, an actor, radio personality, things like that. You would be great in the entertainment business, like, because there's just a lot of people in the entertainment business that has 3 as their life path number. So you would fit in perfect. And yeah. Um, let's see. Remain open-minded and don't be afraid to be ambitious. And this goes back to your mind, like being everywhere. Because it's like you want to do so many things, but then it's just like, how am I doing all these things? And I know it gets complicated, but you can do it. Like, you can do it. You'd be great at it. And don't always look at the surface. Always try to dive deep into it. Because once you dive deep into it, it's like it'll become more, let's see, it's like you'll get better at it and it'll be like more, you'll become more of an expert in your chosen fields, whatever, But yeah, that's pretty much it for number 3 or life path number 3. Hope you liked my video. Do your research. Do your research because I didn't cover everything. So there's probably more that you need to know. So do your research, and I hope you liked my video. Have a great day.